there, I'm M. Angel. Welcome to M. Angel Says, and I am reviewing the final episode of this season of The Bachelor, Colton season 23. And this is the final rose, the final everything, and we get to find out who Colton ends up with. Let's just dive in. I've already watched the episode. I'm not going to react to it, so I already know everything. We pick up where we left off in the previous episode, where Colton goes to Cassie's hotel room. I'm sorry, but it looked really acted and scripted. Her surprise at seeing him. I don't know if they ran through the scene many times. It didn't feel genuine. I love how Colton's like, I'm gonna tell her how I feel. I was like, wait, you already did. What is the point of this? And I love when he says, I hope she's not at peace with her decision, because I'm not at peace with this. Like, wow, Colton. He hopes that she's not at peace. You see where we've come to? Is that really love? Even Siri doesn't know. So he sits her down and he tells her that he broke up with the other ladies. She is shocked. I don't know, her shock didn't really come through as shock. It's felt rehearsed, I don't understand. And he's not asking her for marriage, he's asking her for dating. Now see the fed upness right here? This seemed general, like, this boy, I already told him we've been through this. This was the whole breakup. It took like an hour for me to walk away from you. We've been through this. What is he doing? She tells him very fairly, I don't want you to give up the things that you want. You came on The Bachelor to be engaged at the end of this process. I don't want you to give that up and then resent me for it later on, you know, down the line, if ever I don't measure up to whatever it is you think I can measure up to. Completely legitimate. And Colton says compromise and sacrifice is what you do for love. I don't know. That's what you do to keep someone. It's what you do to get your way. I don't know that that's what you do for love. I think if you love someone, you let them go, is what they usually say. And like I've said in the previous episode, in my experience, I think that's the best solution. You know, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and if the heart isn't growing fonder during that absence, then the heart was never there. Maybe. She said she doesn't even know how she feels. And he says, let's go and meet my parents in Spain. Yeah, that's a logical follow-up. My God, she's like literally physically shaking and confused because she's nervous, because she's put in this uncomfortable situation. Yeah, it's pretty simple, girl. You're being persuaded into a relationship you don't want. That's what's happening. But you can tell she's flattered. It's obviously flattering. It's pretty romantic. She agrees to go and meet his family in Spain. Okay. Personally, I think she said yes to going to Spain and not to going to meet the family. You know what I'm saying? Free trip? Don't tell me you wouldn't say yes. Calculating. Free trip to Spain. Okay. Cut to Chris being uncomfortable, talking about, can we lay off Colton's virginity? It really irks me every time they bring it up. This is not part of the show. It should not be part of the show. It shouldn't be a focal point the way it is. It's creepy. So we go to Mallorca in Spain, España, sí. Okay, cool. Family is living it up. Look at them. This show taking them to Spain and everything. Not too shabby, ABC. Wow. I was surprised that he literally told his family, I am in love with Cassie. She's the only one you're gonna meet, and she doesn't love me back. Anyhow, bienvenidos. Just the way he talks about it, he really approaches love like it's a formula. And in his head, it's like, if I do this and that and execute this properly, by the end of the week, Cassie will be in love with me. I've been there in that mindset. Honey, snap out of it, wake up. It doesn't work. That's not how it works. I've never seen an episode/season of The Bachelor this cringeworthy. I cannot believe that Colton, supposedly loving her, would put her in such an uncomfortable situation where she was trying to wiggle her way out of his grasp. Get away from him. Tell him, I cannot be with you. I love you as a person, but I don't want to be in a relationship and I can't give you what you want. And here you are introducing me to your family, which is a pretty big deal. Like, what are you trying to do? Persuade me, manipulate me into being in love with you by showing me the people who love you? And what is the point of this? What are you trying to do, Colton? She doesn't want to go and meet a family when she's not in love. That's so much pressure. And Mama is ready to study their interactions. She's like, oh, I gotta see this. What is happening here? It just makes sense. Of course, your family doesn't want you to present someone that's not into you. WTF? All families want the best for their loved ones, you know? They want you to come with someone who's gonna show up for you, who's gonna want to win them over for you. She is so scared, and he's just so hyped and happy to have her like a captive, showing her to the family. Is this love or is this selfishness? Come on, what do you think? Is it love to push somebody to do things that makes them uncomfortable? Neediness, fear of being aloneness, fear of not finding betterness, possessiveness. Love? I don't think so. All of these questions, the family really just wants to know what's the status, what's going on, like what's going on. Colton's just like, yeah, we're taking it day by day. So you're not even in a relationship. They're just dating. They haven't even given themselves a title. Wow, that's how precarious this is. I love that she kept it real and she told them, look, I'm really sorry. I'm probably not gonna meet your expectations. I know you're expecting to meet someone who's head over heels. I'm not there. Girlfriend. He told them to. Don't worry about that. Mama grabs Colton and tries to straight talk him, and she wants what every mother wants. She wants her son to meet someone who will love him in a reciprocated manner. Equal footing. Colton's father and Cassie talk, and she chatters and all this chat. She basically doesn't say much. All of this blah, blah, blah to avoid saying what the truth is, that she isn't in love with him, and apparently she wants him to find reciprocal love that is reciprocated. I'm like, okay, girl, she keeps talking about what she wants for Colton, but it's like, what do you want for yourself? How about speaking in those terms first? I thought it was very interesting how she made a statement mentioning how after everything that Colton has done for her, and after everything they've been through, and after everything this week, that there's no reason why it shouldn't work. Isn't that the craziest thing? It's just not working. She's just like, well, he's doing all the right things, so eventually I'll love him, right? Like, there's no reason why it shouldn't come, that I shouldn't fall for him. Whew, wow, scary. See, she wants to be the girl he wants her to be because she's a good person and sweet and innocent. How innocent is she though? We'll get to that. Later on, Colton talks to his dad and dad gets to the meat. Hello, are you sure you just don't want something you can't have? Yeah, Colton, are you sure? Everybody else sees it, but you don't. Fair. I've been there. You don't see the neediness inside of you, hanging on to things that aren't meant for you. He says no. He knows he loves hard and fast. Sure. And he's okay with being patient. Okay. Okay, Colton. Put yourself on the back burner for someone who doesn't want you. That's a great idea. How about just having somebody that meets you at your own pace? What does that say to you if all of these road bumps are ahead? Some people believe in the path of least resistance. Some people believe in the path of most resistance. Who gets to the destination happier? You tell me. Daddy cries, and I felt in this moment he really wants to protect his son's heart. He's so concerned about what could happen. I get that. Oh, his parents just want the best for their baby. They know what he has to offer. They just wanted to go to the right person, and I get that. My parents have cried over my past relationship too. They were like, we just don't want you to be miserable. We don't see this going anywhere. And I was like, I had to sit my mom down. She actually cried. And I was like, Mom, listen, please stop crying for my life. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'll be fine. It'll be a life lesson and I will move on. I'm in love right now. I don't see it ending anytime soon. But if things don't work out, I'll be fine. I'll just get out of it and that'll be it. Sometimes parents are a bit dramatic is what I'm saying. Well, some experiences in life are enriching and I don't regret a moment of my life because it brought me to the person I am here today, and I probably wouldn't be the same person without everything I've lived. I am super appreciative. So I can understand Colton going through this. Both are going to learn a lesson. That is for sure. Lessons are going to be learned from this. He says that he would rather risk heartbreak than losing Cassie now. And honestly, I get that. I really do. That's like when you really like someone so much, you will just take even just a week of being with them over like waiting, I don't know, weeks, months for the love of your life to come along and then be with the right person. You're just like, I'm not there yet. I'm here now with this person. I want this person. I'll take whatever I can get. Despair. That's what it looks like. Been there. I want this. I don't want anything else. I don't want anyone else. I can't see past this moment, this person. But that's because you have to look inside. It helps than to look outside. If you look inside, you're like, okay, what do I want? What do I really want? Is this person matching it in any way? Am I really fighting for the right things right now? He said he is giving her his heart. Yo, that is so much pressure, especially someone who didn't ask for it. Here's my heart. I know you didn't ask for it. Take care of it. What? Ooh, this part in the car was so uncomfortable. She asked him to sing for her. Oh my God. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to sing because if I sing, you're probably going to run away again. You're going to leave me again. Ooh. Woo! Uncomfortable. She laughed it off, but her face, if you watch, her face goes like, after that. Wow, too soon, Colton. Too soon. And he looked away when he made that joke like, I'm gonna laugh through the pain because I'm really scared that you're a flight risk. So no, I'm not gonna sing or dance for you anymore because I want to keep you. They do what Colton loves to do best, risk his life. Actually, rappelling looks really fun. I know, as a person who's terrified of heights, I don't know, you're like securely roped. You're just going down a hill. That I could do, probably. Because your eyes aren't looking down, your eyes are looking at a rock and you're inching your way down. And if your rope is secure, which I would imagine it is because you're dealing with like what, an American company that hates liabilities and all these things, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. So it looks fun to me. Oh my God. I could not believe this moment. When Cassie reveals, was she even aware of what she's saying? It's not that she's afraid of being in a relationship with him. She's afraid of being in a relationship in general. Am I the only one who went, double take? Wait a minute, record scratch? What the heck are you doing on The Bachelor? If you've been afraid of being in a relationship this whole time because you had a past relationship that scarred you because he was manipulative and didn't let you have your freedom and controlled every bit of your life, wait, then what? See? Now this goes and confirms all the suspicions, all the gossip. Girlfriend's not here for the right reasons. And what she's doing right now, she's curating her public image. She's trying to get through this relationship with Colton as smoothly and as cutely and as innocently as possible so that she can go and be a socialite afterwards. You know, if they have a healthy breakup. She tried, she couldn't get there. Now she's a celebrity. I'm just saying, maybe it's very cynical of me, but that statement said it all. Am I just like the only one who was shocked? I mean, come on. Come on, girl. You just gave us the bloody, what do you call it? Glove. Not even glove, the bloody hands. And I thought it was so funny that her fear is being manipulated and controlled and not allowed to be herself. And yet, what is Colton doing right now? He's kind of manipulating her, controlling the situation, and kind of forcing her to do things that she doesn't want to do because it makes him happy. Isn't this the past reliving itself? And Colton is afraid of being in a relationship with a woman that doesn't love him as much as he loves her. Yes. And yes, here he is trying to snaggle-tooth himself, hook himself up to somebody who isn't ready for what he wants. And this is why they say, take care of yourself and self-love and work on your issues and your baggage before you jump into a new relationship, because guaranteed you're going to find the same situation no matter who you are with, because you are taking those fears and that energy with you. So really reflect upon what it is you want before you get into a relationship. And these two are afraid, a lot of fears on their shoulders, trying to make a relationship manifest. Every time she talks, she pouts and she says these things like she's excited. I don't believe her. Her body language is just screaming, no, but I have to say these things because it makes for great TV. Cassie says, if I don't risk being in a relationship, will I ever be in one? Girl, the answer's quite simple. Don't. Who told you have to be in a relationship in the first place? Okay, she needs to talk to her daddy. That's what she needs to do, because daddy has the answers for you. Girlfriend, if you're not ready, don't be in one. You don't jump into a relationship and then magically get ready for one. You just don't do it. It's the best way to avoid trauma and friction and drama and all these things that just, oh my goodness. It's easy for me to talk now that I have all the self-awareness that I've gained in the past month. But a month ago, this was me. So I have full empathy, full sympathy. But I would say advice to those, a word of caution. If you don't want to be in a relationship, don't be in one. If you really feel like you have to be in a relationship, maybe evaluate where that's coming from. Why do you feel like you have to be in one? And if you want to be in one, that's cool. But do you need to be in one? And if you need to be in one, why? What's going on there? Figure it out. Love yourself first. During their dinner, she talks about how she feels more confident. She feels more herself now. Because you want to, so obviously you will. And that Colton has showed her what a good relationship looks like. Girl, you haven't been together yet. He can talk all the talk, but experiencing a relationship is very different. And as a person who's been promised so many things by so many people, actions speak louder than words. They say that for a reason. Trust. And she keeps talking about she knows what she's scared of. So I'm sorry, she's not ready. What do you think? Comment section. She says she wants to be all in, and I believe her. She wants to be all in because it would be perfect. It would be cinematic. It would be a great love story. It would be easy. And everything is right there for her. It's like, he's offering me everything. Why wouldn't I want to be all in? You know what I mean? Honestly, this season, it was just so uncomfortable watching two people forcing to make something that isn't working work. It's just, whoa. Again, Cassie keeps talking about his love for her and how he keeps acting on his love. It's not just words, it's actions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's great. What do you want? What do you want, Cassie? What do you want? Oh, my goodness. The moment I saw them creeping into the fantasy suite, I knew it. I was like, boy, he's gonna give her his virginity. His V card will be handed as a manipulative tactic to win her over. You know, I've been there. You're like, okay, maybe if I give this person my body, like now they'll want me, you know? You throw all the cards on the table, give all of yourself, hoping something will convince them to be with you. Maybe if the sex is great, she'll want to be with me even more. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord, please don't do it, Colton, for the wrong reason. He thinks he's doing it because, oh, I love this girl. So this is the person I want to give my V card to. I'm sorry, that's not why you're doing it. Oh, I love the little peace out. He tries to leave and then, oh yeah, you guys are still mic'd. We can hear everything. Good thing she thought about it because it reminded me of that episode of The Office when Holly and Mike go into a closet and he's just like, if you turn these dials all the way down, and he's actually turning the mic all the way up as he's in the closet with her. Anyhow, cute. Ugh, it was really uncomfortable. They keep referencing his virginity. I'm sorry, is it not gross? Am I the only one who found this behavior gross? Everyone just like creeping. What's going on in his pants? When is he gonna lose his virginity? Mind your business. A panel, really. Onyeka finally has decent makeup. I'll give her that much. It was decent. Still not quite there, but better. But she's still tacky, talking about maybe I hope he doesn't come up short. Goose was there. I'm not a fan of Goose, but he actually had some really interesting things to say. I liked how he mentioned that this time in the fantasy suite is alone time. And what would be best for this couple is that they use this time to talk seriously, because they have a lot of things to talk about. And he's right. Demi second that motion. Yeah, Colton's trying to seduce her, so I think he's gonna try to put the moves on her. Next morning, the energy was a bit weird. I didn't know how to read them. It seemed like Colton was super in love, yet kind of tentative, like insecure around her. And Cassie was disappointed but hiding it, the way girls do when a guy failed to satisfy you in bed, but you are all smiles and hugs and you want to make him feel okay, and then you leave his place thinking, okay, I'm never gonna see him again. Yeah. Or maybe they just talked and maybe he's disappointed because all they did was talk and he wanted to do more, and she was like, dude, I can't be the one you lose your virginity to. I would be very uncomfortable. I don't want to. They just did a lot of making out. Because she did mention my calves still hurt or something like that. So girl was doing some kind of Kama or Sutra. I don't know what she was doing, but she was stretching. There was some yoga. Colton and Cassie come out as a couple. So many cuss sounds this season. They should just call it the Bachelor. I'm sorry. Colton keeps saying, we're so excited. We're in love. Colton, could you stop speaking for the both of you? Can Cassie speak for herself? See what I'm saying? It's already beginning. He's taking over for them. I'm just saying, she got the controlling relationship she feared that she would get. For me, it's already like a bad sign if my partner is speaking for me. I don't know. It just comes off as kind of a convincing yourself when you say it like that, you know? Oh, we're so in love. Okay, sure. Keep thinking that. We had a little montage of how life was after The Bachelor. She says he became my best friend. She is now in love with him. She even says in that video, I love you more than anything. I've said those words too. I also said, I will never love anyone like you. You're the only person I will spend the rest of my life with. I love you so much it hurts. This love I feel for you is eternal. You will always be in my life. You will always be my best friend. I will never go a day without loving you, blah, blah, blah. And even when we're not together, I will love you forever. I've said all these things. And then it's like veil lifted and you see so many things differently, and then things can change is all I'm saying. But it's great when you're there. You're totally convinced. You are totally convinced. And I'm not saying she's not. She is in love right now. Okay. How long? Cute. She gets the final rose. That was sweet. Chris, still being that sneaky little snaky host. The tea. Virginity. Fantasy suites. Dish. Colton had a very respectable answer. He's just like, look, what happened between her and I stays between her and I, because it's not just about me. It's about her too. And her sex life has been under the microscope on this show. I don't want to share any information. It just doesn't need to be shared anymore. Yes, zip the lip, Chris. That's basically what he said to him. Mind your business. Mind your business. And Chris is just like, I'll take that as a yes. I'll show you. Chris, I love you. Can we respect their privacy finally? No more talk about his virginity. Then we had this really creepy montage with monkeys and flowers. And I was just like, what is this love It's terrible. It was a horrible, I'm sorry, whoever did this montage of scenes, of shots, the slideshow, fired. You're not coming back next season. This was terrible. It was uncomfortable and weird. The song they were playing, oh my God, I don't know if y'all were listening. I went afterwards and I went to check out the music video and listen to the song. Making love out of nothing at all. And the music video is about a couple they have this whole love story, but they don't ever seem to really be matched for one another or in love. It's like they forced themselves into this relationship and they're both unhappy throughout and until the end. Like even past having a baby. So, was this pettiness the Bachelor at its finest? Low of the lowest? Or am I reading into it making love out of nothing at all? I'm sorry. I think that song choice was revealing. And the singer can sing. I don't know how old he is, but Mama was singing. I was very impressed. And I like that song. I didn't know it before. So there you go. That's their end. I've been watching them on Instagram. Yes, they're very public about their love. Yes, they're adorable together. Yes, they look great together. Yes, they're very much about showing their love on camera and to the whole wide world. Be wary of those kind of couples. It's like, why do you need to be so public about your relationship? I don't know, the real ones who come off of The Bachelor and fall in love and all, they actually go and they're like, mind your business, we're actually in love and we're just gonna live our life instead of sharing our love with the world. But we are in different times where people want to do this kind of stuff. However, to me, it just keeps showing that this is what Cassie was signing up for. It was the socialite life. I could be completely wrong, and I really do hope and wish the best for them. But I'm sorry, as a person who's been through this and who knows people who've been through this and who've been warned by people who's been through this, it didn't start off on the best of feet, and I don't think it'll end up in the best of feet. I give them, I don't know, a year. I'm being generous. But we'll see. She's 23 after all. Come on. That's all I got to say. Now, let's talk about the new Bachelorettes. If you've watched me review, you know how I feel about Hannah Beast. I was not enthused. She is the least articulate out of all the Bachelorettes, the most unstable emotionally and mentally that we've seen, and she's the one that they choose. I was thoroughly confused. Yes, she did present herself quite better during that Women Tell All episode. However, she still has a hard time, A, starting a sentence, B, finishing one. So why? But she is crazy, and that makes for good TV. So in that sense, yes, but then it kind of feels, I don't know, bad in the sense that it feels like they're using her because she's a great character. You know what I mean? I don't know, I felt icky. And they showed it. She was like, oh, Chris and her trying to talk was just painful. Nothing was coming out. Oh, it was a lot. And they showed that little scene where they tell her she's the Bachelorette. Again, her reaction is to make faces and oh my God, but she has nothing to say. And it was so funny how she's reacting, but she knew to keep that phone in her hand. But I love that she actually mentioned it. She's like, I'm still holding this phone up properly, to get the right shot. So it's like her mind is always at work, like TV mode and trying to be an entertainer and aware that this is for television and for an audience, and yet also trying to react and be genuine. I don't know. And then she's not suave enough to be fake. So she actually mentions it like, I'm holding this thing uncomfortably and unnaturally. Of course, just like Rachel's season, they present the first few guys to her live. So the first guy, Luke, I believe, he was intense. And his speech was hot. And the way he was looking at her, woo, it got me feeling all kind of ways. However, I felt like he was here for the show. And later on, if you observe him during the whole everything, especially at the end, how he's like waving at people and like smiling at the crowd, he is here for television. He's here for his resume. He is not here for her. He's here to, like an actor reel, to show how he can be the romantic guy that needs to be like seductive and everything. He's not here for her. Second dude with drinks was very nervous, but it was cute, the whole making toast things. But it's like, why would you come and present something that you know, A, she's bad at, B, she's nervous about, C, making her relive a moment that wasn't one of her best and finest moments on TV. Not the best approach, but memorable. When this boy, I forgot his name, started to rap, I thought, well, here you go. He's just crazy enough for her. They are a perfect match in crazy heaven. This is not for me. I mean, I love myself a good rapper, but a bad rapper? He's not bad. Just wasn't the time and the place. It was awkward and it was weird, and that's right up her alley. So, Connor. I just wanted to mention Connor because see this. This is what gets me. Tall, deep voice, sweet, beautiful. I was like, Connor, I will step up to you any day, honey bun. Yes. Oh, sorry. I also thought it was really, really cute, sweet, smart, clever. The whole starting off on equal footing and giving her a step stool to come up to his 6'7" height. A man after my own damn heart. Connor! Yas, honey. Yas. He even gave her a little spin at the end, a little twirl. Luke S. First of all, he sounds like a cowboy. Second of all he needs is a cowboy hat and boots and some kind of animal print jacket. He's a cowboy. Oh my God, he has such a vintage look. And the little accent from the South. That was terrible, sorry. He said, I don't usually go down south, but for you, I'll go down anytime. Oh! I had to stop and clap at that. Dude, that's not good for a first impression. You're just here to fuck, is what you're saying. However, memorable. Very memorable, catches your attention, shows a certain level of generosity that a lot of men don't have. I mean, then it depends on what your preference is. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but I'm a person who's not particularly fond of receiving oral. So that to me would be like, okay, what else do you got? Because there are things that are more important to me than that. And it's not about the boudoir. I mean, who are you? And what can you offer me in terms of a boyfriend / fiance? So... beautiful smile. I love his face. I love his hair. He could be a tad taller for me, but whatevs. Actually, I don't know how tall she is, and I don't know how tall he is, so whatever. He might actually be the height I need. But yeah, no, that was. And that suit, though, I'll forgive because he has a vintage look, and that suit looks like he came out of the 1930s or something. It works. It works on him. But then he has to show up with that classic romantic gentleman, vintage man aura swag for it to work. But if he's just going to be like, doo-doo-doo-doo, I'm just your average horny modern day man out here, then no, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to put a pin on Luke S. Luke's and see where we go with this. I love how they're like, well, this is the Bachelor. You can do whatever you want. You want to have a first rose ceremony? Let's have one. And honestly, it was interesting to see her during this rose ceremony because I actually thought she was endearing. She was humorous. She made a joke about this is the hardest rose I've ever had to give out. I thought that was clever. Very cute. And she was very upfront about not knowing what to do and owning her awkwardness. And I don't know, do I pin it now? Do I pin it here? Do I put the rose on you? I don't know what words I'm supposed to say. She was basically showing us that she's very much aware that this is a TV show, that this is a new job for her, and she is acting. Yeah, she's breaking barriers down, basically the fourth wall or whatever, and really making the audience feel like, oh, she knows this is a TV show and she's just gonna be herself, you know, genuinely foolish. Well, this is the live. Until the cameras come in and like, okay, sweetheart, we need you to be a lot more scripted than this. Say this again. Do this way. Editing, and make it look smooth and sweet. And the product that they give us, the junkies, the Bachelor Nation junkies, every year, seasons, whatever. So Cam the rapper gets the rose. Yep. Honestly, they even look cute together. They have the same crazy look. So I think she was adorable, funny, and clumsy. I didn't expect to actually go, oh, I like her. So it might be an interesting season. It will be an interesting season. There you have it. Woo! What a journey. What do you think? Do you think Colton and Cassie have legs? Is their relationship going to stand the test of time? I mean, really. Am I being too cynical, too hard on them? Am I just projecting and seeing their relationship through the lens of my past experiences and not giving them a fair chance? Are you a person that knows people that started off this shaky and ended up in very long, fulfilling, lasting relationships? I'm sorry, it's like they're both coming at it like, this is my worst fear. Oh, I seem to find that in you. This is my worst fear. Oh, I seem to find that in you. Click, we're together and now we're in love. Okay, I'm sorry. I said enough. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, I will probably be reviewing The Bachelorette. Hopefully I'll find a co-host because that would be fun to review it with me. If not, I will see you again and I'll try to be more on timely with the reviews and the episodes. So until then, feedback, please let me know. How can we continue on this journey together? Are there any other TV shows you'd like me to watch and review? Please, I would love to hear from you. Comment section below. I'm also thinking of picking up Game of Thrones again because I had started watching it with my ex-co-host Ovella on MGN, Music Game News. I think you can still go and see, I think, our season 2 reviews/reactions where I'm watching the show for the first time. And I have season 3 onward to discover. Is that something you'd be interested in watching me discover Game of Thrones with you? I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, like this video, subscribe to Angel Says, turn on that notification bell so you know when the next video drops. A lot of travel diaries/vlogs coming your way, so stay tuned. Also, head on over to Instagram if you have one and follow at Angel Says, one word. It should be up here. I think I'm pointing in the right direction, or it's there. One of them. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. There you have it. I think that's it. This has been so much fun. Love is the best. I hope that you find love in your life, that you have love in your life, and especially that you love yourself first, fiercely, foremost. Mwah! Take good care of yourself, and I will see you very soon. Bye.